You're listening to the John and Heidi Show. Now, featuring the wit and wisdom of Dan Farris.
Okay, dudes, let's walk this sucker.
On Sunny 93.3.
Sunny 93.3. Thank you for listening to the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Mr. Dan Farris. How you doing, Dan?
Morning.
Morning to you.
Morning. You guys fans of sunglasses? You wear your shades?
I lose them a lot, though.
Your cheap sunglasses? I used to. I was a big aficionado of sunglasses way back in the day, and I liked expensive ones.
Oh, yeah.
Really expensive ones. This happens to be National Sunglasses Day.
Nice.
I will probably lose a pair of sunglasses today.
You may as well. Sunshine Girl, big fan of sunglasses. In fact, she cleared out a dollar store. She found a pair she liked. She bought like 297 pair of the exact same glasses.
That's a great idea,
Hey, if you
though.
like
That is a
them,
good
buy
idea.
them.
I think my
Get it for
favorite.
$1. Absolutely.
In the mid-'90s, used to do business with Super Kevin over at Pearl Vision.
Oh, okay.
He was fans of the show back then when I was working with Danny Christopherson, rest his soul. Kevin called us in and custom-made sunglasses for me. Armani frames, custom glasses. I'm like, I'm
Nice.
going, whoa, hey. I'll tell you what, if you take care of something, and I wore them for a while, and then, things move on, but my son Luke now wears that exact same pair of glasses rocking Portland, Oregon.
No kidding.
So, yeah, and he absolutely loves them. He gets compliments on them.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so you pay for quality. That's what it's all about.
I've never had sunglasses last that long. I actually had
You
some.
lose yours.
I had
You
some
get
that we
really nice ones.
on our way to Chicago. What month did we go there? March, May, April, sometime this year.
April.
We're driving to Chicago, and the sun was in my eyes, so I bought a pair of sunglasses for like $9 at a gas station. But they were really nice. I really liked them.
Sometimes.
So they're very comfy. Then we go to visit our friend Vip, who, by the way, listens. So Vip, good morning to you. How you doing, man? I left the sunglasses at his apartment.
Yeah, he didn't even have them a full 3 days, and they were gone.
I don't think I had
already.
them 2 solid days.
Yeah.
So less than 48 hours. And
It's a lot of people. Pens, sunglasses,
Yeah.
infants.
yeah, so
And I can
sadly,
keep
that's true these days.
sunglasses for years.
You do. You have some that you were wearing like when we met. So yeah, it's crazy.
But I take care of my things.
Sunglasses Day, everyone.
Exact origins of sunglasses unknown. However, you can find records of them as far back as 14th century China, where Chinese judges used smoked eyewear colored quartz to mask their emotions.
Oh, wow. That's
Yes, the Chi-Coms.
So that's
Alrighty.
what it was.
Yes, there's Chi-Coms.
Happy Sunglasses Day to you from Sunny 93.3.
Do you have a credit card? Is it the very best credit card? Many people get their credit card as a response to an offer that was mailed to you. These are typically not the best cards. Check the fine print for the fees and interest. We have a website that compares many different cards being offered so you can find the one that's the best fit for you. If you'd like to find a better credit card, we'd love to help at bettercreditcards.net. There's no obligation. Just click and compare to see if we can get you a better credit card at bettercreditcards.net.
Sunny 93.3. Time now for Ranger Dan's Critter Corner.
Good morning, Ranger Dan.
Well, I'm a ranger and you're not. I'm a ranger and you're not. Ranger Dan reporting for duty, talking about wonders of all the little critters. Gather around the radio, little radio rangers. Drop some knowledge on you.
All right.
Yeah, okay, perhaps you've heard this. Elephants can't jump.
I've heard that.
Elephants can't jump.
Have you heard that, Heidi?
I have heard that.
True or false?
Well, I've heard it, so I would tend to think it's true, but it's probably false because you're breaking critter myths this week. So
That's what I've been doing, but you know what? This one is absolutely true.
it's true?
Elephants cannot jump.
That's why they don't play basketball.
And it's not the weight thing. It's not because they're huge. They can't jump because of the way their legs are structured.
Oh,
Really?
I think I have that same thing.
The bones in an elephant's legs simply don't allow them to get the necessary spring
Okay.
you would need to get off the ground.
Huh.
Now, a little more information on creatures that can't go airborne. You might be surprised to learn that some other animals who suffer from that same inability, the hippopotamus,
I've heard of them.
the rhinoceros, the giraffe.
Oh, I didn't know they could.
Giraffes cannot jump, and sloths
Oh, wow.
can't jump either. And in the human world, it's Shaquille O'Neal. That's not true. He can jump. He just can't hit a free throw.
Oh, is that?
Yeah, you watch his career, man. He's throwing bricks from the stripe every time.
Is he really?
Yeah, you can buy high risk insurance from him now, though. So there you go. Hey, little Radio Rangers, eat your vegetables, say your prayers, stay in school, even though it's summer. If you're listening to this show, you're probably in summer school. So. Ranger Dan saying toodaloo buckaroo.
All right. Again, Mr. Ranger Dan right there with some critter knowledge. We do this each day. Why? Because we can. On Sunny 93.3.
The inventor of Rip It gloves has been a drywall guy for decades. He was trying to find gloves that worked for him and his crew, but nothing was quite right. So he went out and created some. Rip It gloves fit firm in your hand and protect your hands, but still allow you to use a touchscreen. Professional athletes love the extra grip Rip It gloves gives them. Painters, roofers, contractors, but also motorcycle and horseback riders. See why everyone loves Rip It gloves at ripitgloves.com. Use promo code radio to save 25%. That's RIPIT gloves.com, promo code radio.
Sunny 93.3. Time now for water cooler talk with Mr. Dan Farris.
Oh, where is this story? A couple weeks ago, and Heidi and I hit on it. When the weather starts getting warmer, you get it's through the moon weenie waggers.
Yeah, there's a lot of that going on.
Insane.
Waving. Well, this just happened downtown at the library.
I don't understand why people do this.
Some people call it the library, but it's the library.
It is, okay.
And apparently there was vandalism going along for the ride there too. So let's take a look here. The story is popping up courtesy of the Argus Leader, which I borrow every chance I get.
You do borrow that. Do you have a subscription online, or how do you get all these stories?
I find the Argus Leader.
In my neighbor's driveway.
And I look at it.
I see how that works.
Sioux Falls man arrested after law enforcement say he busted some stuff up down there. Down at the library. Busted up some lights.
That's not good.
Busted a couple lights, and they found him, he was basically amusing himself with his little bitty doodle.
Oh,
yes,
no.
he was.
Little bitty doodle down there.
In front of a statue of a little girl.
Yup. The perp's perp's name, no names.
Joe Biden was in town.
No
Would you
names.
just stop it.
His initials are Wade Earl Benestel, 61. 61?
61?
Dude, grow up!
What are you doing, man?
Charged with public indecency and intentional damage to property.
Well,
Last Friday afternoon, security officer downtown Library noticed that some of the spotlights had been broken. Employees went through footage of the surveillance cams and spotted the guy breaking the lights with a rock about 2 a.m.
What is the point of that? Why?
he wanted some privacy, Heidi.
I suppose he needed the lights.
He was setting the mood, Heids. Setting the moods.
Playing some Barry White, lighting some candles.
That's it.
Oh, yeah.
That's all he was doing. So there you go. I've said it a million times in the past. Hey, guys, you know who wants to see that?
Nobody.
Nobody.
Yeah, nobody wants to see
Nobody.
Nobody. And if you have an inclination to Weenie Wag, I strongly suggest you call the Weenie Wag helpline.
that. Yes.
We have that link on our Facebook page.
I don't think we do. If there is one, I guess that's news to me. All right. Dan, thank you so much for... wow.
I'm just trying to do what I can.
I appreciate it. I really do.
I just don't get that whole
I
line
don't
of
want to
reasoning.
be, the last one to know that something's happening. So I'm glad that you keep us in the know, Dan.
Okay.
Even if the stuff that you're telling us is terrible and awful. And
anyway, he's locked up, and I hope he gets the help he so desperately
I hope
needs.
so, too.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. Again, Dan Farris with Water Cooler Talk on Sunny 93.3.
Join us for a fun week in Punta Cana, Dominican Republic for the 3rd annual 80s in the Sand. We've been there the last 2 years. In addition to making a bunch of awesome new friends, we had so much fun meeting 80s actors and musicians. 80s in the Sand takes over the entire resort, so you'll mingle with them at the pools and the restaurants too. We'd love to have you join us. See the amazing lineup featuring Sammy Hagar and many more at radiotravelgroup.com. Save $200 per person for first-time guests at radiotravelgroup.com.
Sunny 93.3, thank you for listening on a Thursday. We have Jeff from Crescent Real Estate Group joining us. How you doing, Jeff?
Good. How are you, John?
Fantastic. Thank you very much for chatting with me here. I know you had a busy day yesterday. Got to go out. Did you catch a bunch of fish?
Yeah, we caught a few. You can go to our Facebook page and my Facebook page. You can see we did a bunch of Facebook Live videos documenting that whole journey, that trip. It was pretty fun.
Very cool. And I'll throw a link on my Sunny page to make sure we get them to the right place. But let's talk about the listings you guys have, because we were talking ahead of time. You've got a couple of different listings that are pretty amazing, spectacular homes, don't you?
We do. Both of them are very similar in the price range and, the size. They're both in the 600 range. Now, we've got a lot of families that are starting to look in those upper price ranges with the new hospital that's coming to town, that's being built, the Avera complex being built over on 69th and Louise. The interesting thing about that is you've got hundreds of doctors that are coming here and even more nurses that are coming here, and most of them don't live in Sioux Falls yet. I mean, they're on their way, so
they're going to need to stay somewhere, and it's probably going to be in a home, right?
Yeah. So that price range, believe it or not, is getting really, really active. The 350 on ups. It was the shortage of homes in that first time buyer range, which were in the 160s to 210s. Those homes are still real competitive to find. It's hard to find them when you see one come online. It's usually sold within a few days. But these upper price range homes are moving pretty good too. So we've got one property that's listed at $639,000, and that is a 6-bedroom home. It's on Kenton Lane. And it's a beautiful home. It's about 3,600 square foot. Most of the homes in that price range, the luxury homes in the right neighborhoods, are usually in the 170-something per square foot range. And so that's a beautiful home. I've got another one that is in the Arbor's Edge edition, which is out by Willow Run Golf Course. That one actually, even though it has curb and gutter and everything city, plumbing, city, sewer, they have an HOA there. So it's a small cost HOA that's like $75-$80 a month. That home's priced at $659,000, and that is large bedrooms. It's a 5-bedroom, huge theater room, downstairs bar. But the most beautiful thing about the home is not just that it's a gorgeous home on a corner lot, but it's also diagonally right across the street from the swimming pool and the private tennis courts, the basketball court. There's even a batting cage set up there. So, for the family with active kids, teenagers and stuff, great home. The 2 basement bedrooms are large bedrooms. Both of them have huge walk-in closets. So, like I say, if you've got teenagers and you're looking for a home, that would be a great one to look at.
Now, both of the homes we just talked about are bigger homes, and they're in the 600 price range. But for somebody listening that's going, boy, that's not my price range, you can help everybody, can't you?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, we've got homes that are coming on the market in the 200s that are in that first-time buyer range. If you're looking to have a reasonable home payment that's actually less than renting some of these nicer apartments around town, that's definitely the way to go. Find a home in that 250 to 270 range, and we've got a couple of them that are coming online here in the next week and a half. So if somebody's looking for something in that price range, they could give us a call, and we could maybe give them a showing of those homes before they go active.
Very nice. What's the number to call and reach out to you?
605-521-3000.
And the website is?
CrescentSells.com.
And then also we got to talk about the Aerosmith Dream Concert giveaway, because we got a few weeks left on that. If I'd like to register, how do I do that?
You can go to Sunny's Facebook page. You can go to Crescent Real Estate Group's Facebook page. You can go to Sunny's website. We've tried to make it so that there's several ways to find the link, and it's pretty easy. It takes you about 10 seconds to register for it.
It doesn't take long at all, and the question on there asks if you're in the market to buy a home. Even if you say no, you're still registered to win. You don't have to be in the market.
Absolutely. We wanted everybody to have this opportunity to win this concert. I mean, we've started a new real estate group. We felt like one of the best ways to connect with the community and let people know that we're here to help them with their home selling, home buying needs was to just get familiar with them and let them learn about us by offering a great giveaway. So we came up with the Dream Concert giveaway 2 tickets to Vegas. We're going to fly you out on a Monday. We'll bring you back home safely on a Friday. While you're there, you're going to stay in a king suite at the Luxor, huge pool. And the last night you're there on Thursday night, you're going to go see Aerosmith at the MGM. It's just a block down the street. Great tickets up front. It should be a great concert.
And I'm going to throw a link on our Facebook page with a direct link to the concert contest as well at facebook.com/sunnyradio. Credit cards, they can be trouble. About 12 years ago, we did a debt snowball program and got rid of our credit cards. We were debt-free except for our house. It was awesome. But over the course of the next decade, our credit score went down. That sounds weird, but they need open accounts to give you a score. Our lower score made our insurance rates go up. We decided to get a credit card to help with that. We just pay it off every month. If you want a better credit card, check out bettercreditcards.net. They'll help you compare all the different cards to get the best one for you. That's bettercreditcards.net. Sunny 93.3, time now for entertainment news of the day with Mr. Dan Farris.
Celebrities and fabulous. So many of them are so adored. And they smell better than you and me, generally speaking. Some of them take the time to tell me how to vote. Don't think I don't appreciate that, because I most certainly do. All right, a few weeks back, telling Justin Bieber, who is Canadian, had just sent out some Twitter thing challenging Tom Cruise
text or something
to an MMA fight. Wants to climb into the octagon with Tom Cruise. Didn't say why, just kind of blew it off, and then just laughed. He came out and he said, it's just kind of a joke. I'm a big fan of Tom Cruise. Well, this thing's actually picked up steam.
It has.
Art Emanuel, who happens to be the co-CEO of the William Morris Endeavor Agency, which happens to own the UFC, has been in touch and now is at a conference call with Dana White, who is the president of the UFC. TMZ reports that these folks have noted a fight like this would be incredible if it happens, and that it should definitely happen. They're all in.
He's 31 years older, by the way.
They are all. Tom Cruise is 31 years older than Justin. So what?
He could be his father.
I mean,
he
so what?
Up his father.
It's all about, what kind of shape you in. What are you doing? And
I think Justin might be able to use
this could turn into a huge charity. It could turn into a huge charity thing. I mean, it could. Yeah. Well, now that the upper tier of this entire MMA world is now going, hey, you know what? Let's do this.
Yeah.
It might happen. And Justin is going, well, okay. No one has heard from Cruise yet.
Yeah.
No one knows where he is, but keep in mind, he is Jack Reacher.
Yeah, he is. He's a Scientologist, too.
He is Jack Reacher. I don't know what a Scientologist
It's okay. He's a Scientologist.
So he's got a chemistry set, so.
Yeah, I think that's what it is.
Big whoop. So we're going to see if this happens, but I'll tell you what, now that the powers that be are actually going, let's do this. We'll see. My guess is Cruise ain't going to touch with a 10-foot pole.
No,
but
he's not going to do that.
Well, think of it, I don't know. Maybe
first, he did bounce up and down on a sofa with Oprah years ago.
Yeah.
Something to do with Katie Holmes. So he's kind of, he's got a screw loose, too.
Well,
depending.
He's a wild card because you're like, he could, maybe he'll say, yeah, let's do this. Or maybe he'll just say, no, that's not going to happen. I don't want him to break my hip. I mean, that could, who knows? Who knows what's going to happen?
Well, Tom Cruise, he's 56 and he's got a couple of bucks and he probably doesn't feel real compelled to step into a ring with a 25-year-old, but we'll see what happens. I guess it depends on how they make the objective for this.
Yeah.
It's like, if we do this, we can accomplish this. So it's got to be something well above and beyond Justin and Tom.
Right.
So
Right.
We'll see what happens.
Well, I know right here in Sioux Falls, after we talked about this very story a week ago, 2 weeks ago, whatever, my beautiful bride over here, Heidi, she challenged Teresa Staley to a bare-knuckle fist fight.
Again, someone
and all
I
of a
have
sudden
never met.
And suddenly your property taxes went up. Coincidence? I don't know. Just saying.
In all fairness, she didn't really challenge her to a bare-knuckle fist fight.
I love how John tries to fix everything.
I just want to make sure, if anybody hadn't caught that last time, I want to make sure that they know I'm just kidding. Otherwise, they'd be like, wow, I can't imagine Heidi doing that. No, she wouldn't have done that. It was all in fun, and Teresa played along as well, and there were a lot of suggestions on what should be done. Some suggestions we could mention on the air, and some we couldn't.
Most we couldn't. Yeah.
But thank you for everybody who played along and had some fun with us. So, Dan, thank you for coming in with our entertainment news of the day.
What can I say, John, when it comes to celebrities? I am worshiping at the altar. It's what I do.
Dan Farris with your entertainment news of the day on Sunny 93.3.